Why Fox over Dwarf that's just draw 1? Fox has 4 more points of starting life. Hey, Sharp Object. If you're enjoying the stream and you missed any of today, there's a link to my YouTube channel below or off to the side if you're on mobile. I archive all of my streams there. I break them up by deck and by game, so you can check that out for sure. All right. You got us a ramp deck. Usually they're a little slower. 4 Extinction's also going to be pretty reasonable, most likely. We've got Ziggy and Relentless Corruption in our opening hand. Cannot keep fast enough. Keep once, keep twice. Cannot keep fast enough. This hand just needs a second Sapphire. Oh, you know what? The resource base probably doesn't have enough Sapphires, and I forgot Scheme was double Sapphire. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Yeah. That's what you get for building resource bases quickly. We'll see. We've got Arcane Focus to, like, kind of smooth it out a little bit. Turn to Ruiner Hierophant Shard, please. Or Focus. We gonna die in a fire. We gonna die in a fire. There aren't any colorless shards in this deck, so we're happy regardless of the shard we draw. A shard that doesn't make a temporary resource would be a little awkward, but anything other than that's fine. Are you kidding me? Come on. So this says if a card would enter a crypt or a deck, void it instead, so Scheme doesn't work. I guess it's a good thing we've got the Extinction in hand. Come on, Blood Shard. Come on, Blood Shard. Oh, that's a frustrating way to lose a game. Opponent had their best start, and we could have very easily interacted with it if we just drew some shards. I don't think we're just dead if we draw running shards from here, but it's not looking good. Yeah, we can survive next turn if we draw shard. Unreal. And like, you can't even say we should play more shards in this deck, because if I were to play more shards, I would cut Arcane Focuses for them, and we didn't draw any Arcane Focuses that game. Inquisitor's not very good in this matchup, so I'm going to cut him, and the rest is fine. This one kill's probably fine. Trim a Scheme, maybe. And that's TCGs. Like, you have to understand that, like, you're going to lose games where you just don't do anything in TCGs. And if you're not okay with that, you should really look into chess or maybe a first-person shooter as a game to play. So you gotta shake it off and move on to your next game. That's one of the reasons why best of 3 is ideal. Yep, it's in super reasonable. That's true. Maybe I should have the Transmogs too since he has Frost Wizard. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if he has Drown Shrines, he's just bringing them in the blind against Dreaming Fox. Correct. Relentless Corruption does not count as a draw. You should turn 2 Rabbit Me 2 games in a row. Frost Wizard's frustrating. Yeah, I guess I should have brought in more interaction for this. I guess we can also just be like blocking it in combat. Well, that's technically interaction for it. And we don't care if things are going to our crypt, so that part of it doesn't matter. We really only care. This only works against... So I'm going to cut the other schemes for the third game, because this doesn't work with Scheme, or stop Scheme from working. I'm bringing the extra Transmogs. It also stops Relentless Corruption from going back into our deck, which is annoying. The upside here, though, is that he can't beat this card, so if we just hit all of our resources and then get to cast this card on 8, we should be good to go. Extinction, okay. We're going to take the Elder that says draw a card on it twice. Skip. That one draws a card, so we're going to chump this turn. Next turn we'll go Shard Extinction. I mean, I'm fine with losing to the resource system. That's just how TCGs work. Like, if you don't lose to the resource system, you're going to lose to some other random part of it. Like, there's variance by design. The resource system is one of the things that makes this game interesting, in my opinion. So we got a lot of draws coming up here. So we get to go Thunderfield Elder. Ooh, that's sweet. So we get to go Thunderfield Elder, draw 2. And then we get to go Starcaller Ancient, and then play this Blood Shard out here. That draws us 2 cards, and we got the old Prophesied Extinction. Okay. Is this copy too? The old... His troops are about to be very extinct. Very, very extinct. Croco, sure. So I don't feel bad about this extinction now. Alright, and then I'm going to Relentless Corruption my opponent while he doesn't have a Frost Wizard out here. Now Relentless Corruptions cost less. We drew a Carnosaur, sounds great. Wow, why would you do that? I don't understand. Why would you do that? You saw this was prophesized, and I had a Starcaller out. You knew this was coming, friend. You knew this was coming. Concedes, yeah. Shame concede. You should. Yeah, so I'm going to cut at least one of these schemes for a Transmogger Fade. He's got multiple Frost Wizards, so I should probably just cut both for 2 Transmogs. Yeah, that seems fine. It's a purple Dido, the old Barney card. Who doesn't love a good Barney card? The old double extinction. Technically result 5 extinction, right? Sweep, 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 sweep. I hate these ramp decks. I don't think they're consistent at all. I think the Cressida ramp deck's the most consistent because it's just like aggressive with its good draws. This deck just kind of dirtles the one my opponent's playing. It's medium against Jotun and it's bad against most other things. That sounds great. So we cut most of the schemes out of our deck. That means our only double Sapphire card is Mass Volley Dingler, but since we drew another blood, we can take Sapphire with this. Nice. Please no turn 2 Runeer. I don't want to have to draw Extinction right away. It just turned 2 Runeer 2 out of 3 games. Must be nice. Must be nice. Hey, I'm a professional. I'm a professional. Bum, bum, bum. You have your 4 of, I have my 4 of. It's all fair, right? Karn fight my guy. Yeah, sure. So, I almost don't want to say this because I don't want my opponent to play one next turn, but I'm a little surprised these decks don't play Hope Heart Unicorn on the board to help beat the Extinction decks. I'm sure he's about to go Shard Hope Heart Unicorn now that I said those words, but yeah, I'm aware most people don't. And I don't understand why. Like, I don't think it makes this matchup magically good, but I think it would make it much less bad. So if we draw a Shard next turn, I think I want to play this out first. I don't know. It's close. When you play this, draw a card. Okay. When you play this, draw a card. Yeah, I think I'm going to lead on this. Just draw more cards altogether. Now we got to look for... Oh, I should have done this first, probably. Ziggy versus Arcane Focus. Still missed a Shard either way. I think I'm supposed to take the focus at this point. He's going to get to Banks back a rabbit next turn. Wow, what is in his hand? It's not resources. He just got like a bunch of Aborian Root Fathers. Alright, we'll take the one that draws a card. We can also play it this turn, which is nice. I'm actually going to play this out before because I want both of these. I want my Thunderfield Elder and my Thunderfield Seer to hit the same action since they just fixed that in the patch. There's the Drowned Shrine. Okay. That's a good draw. It's possible he could have been holding it too. We've got 2 Mass Polydinglers in our hand though, so we're probably winning this game even with this doing what it does. I'm going to go ahead and play Relentless Corruption because drawing cards off his deck doesn't count as drawing cards. Get a Runir Hierophant, play this. And again, we don't draw extra cards for it, but whatever. Our champion ability is also turned off now. Sure. So we don't have any way to get thresholds with this deck, which is a little unfortunate. Just going to trade these. That's fine. Preserve my life total. Play this, copy it. When you play this, copy it. Yep. So it doesn't draw extra cards, but Arcane Focus doesn't count as drawing a card, which is nice. So I think I'm going to take Ziggy with this first one. I would like my Relentless Corruptions to get better. Otherwise, this would have been really good. We would have drawn 3 cards with this on top of everything we're doing here. Double Ziggy, probably better than a resource. So let's go Boop. And let's go Zig, Thunderfield Elder. I can draw them from his deck. Yeah, sure. That's true. High Infinite Trick, sure. He's going to shift his dorks over here. I'm glad we preserved our life total a little bit. Next turn, we're going to go Shard Dingler. We can finally find out what's in my opponent's hand. Howling Brave Martyr, sure. Our champion power just doesn't do anything because it says we draw 2 extra cards at basic action, and Drowned Shrine says we can't draw cards. So maybe we'll put 2 Chaos Keys on the board after this match. I guess I'll play this. This could hit an instant. Or quick action. And then quick action says we can draw cards on his turn. Alright, he can activate his champion now and bring back a second Runear if he wants. We have a second Mass Belly Dingler though, so, you know. Whatevs. Wow, just that's super aggressive. Okay. And my crappy troops on the board can beat his 2 crappy rabbits, so I think I'm just holding this Dingler for now. I'm just going to play all my resources out. No reason to hold it. We can't interact with this, so... Are there any quick actions? We have 2 transmogs and a kill. I think that's all the quick actions. 2 transmogs, kill sounds right. Move to block, so I'm going to... If I put all of these in front of here, and this one in front of here... He could martyr his own thing? Oh, martyring his own thing is actually pretty good, right? Huh. Hopefully he doesn't see that line. Yep. Now I kind of need to draw Extinction. Alright, so we're probably gonna have to cash this Mass Poly in next turn. Hopefully we start drawing Relentless Corruptions. Shard. That's like a Relentless Corruption, right? So the Drowned Shrine won the game. Possibly. Drowned Shrine possibly won the game. We get 3 draws here. 2 draws. We go to 5, draw, go to 2 draw. Yeah, 2 draws here. Alright, a 2/2 is pretty good. It's bigger than his 1/2s. Watch me just draw Karn. Oh, Chlorophilia. Good. No attacks. Should never hold 2 shards, even though we can't use our champion power. There aren't even that many shards in this deck. I'm only playing 24 in this build. Where's my corruptions? Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, look how many cards we're going to take from him. Oh, I'm so excited. How many cards are we about to draw off his deck? This draws 2. And then this... Oh, man, he's going to concede before we get to do it, too. He's a big meanie, too. I can feel it. I can feel it. We got to go off. Okay. Deck's busted. We did it. And now there's 4 Relentless Corruptions in our deck. -1. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, look, a piece of candy. Man, he's got a ton of Drowned Shrines, huh? Okay. Let's play this. Play this. Oh, that was great. That was great. Excellent. All right, we'll go. We'll put some Chaos Keys on the board. There's too many Drowned Shrines running around, but. Do I even want these? I'm just going to cut these. We've got 8 ways to gain life against whatever. Yeah, let's just do that. That was excellent. Oh, we wanted to look at the shard base too, didn't I? So what are the shards like in here? We've got 12. We might have too many schemes. It's possible that I'm supposed to have slightly less schemes. Just because, like, they're hard to cast consistently. Maybe I should just have like 2 more pieces of interaction. Do we hate just like playing 2 kills or 2 reaps? 2 kills or 2 reaps. We could play... Maybe Scheme just isn't even very good. I feel like we're not casting this card consistently. And like this abuse might be enough. We want some Scheme, I think. Do I want these kills? I feel like I just want some more spot removal. I could also just like put like time ripples in the main randomly. Ripple's randomly okay value with our own stuff too, right? Especially like if we prophesize a troop. Yeah, I'm gonna put 2 time ripples in. They give us a random way to interact with a random way to interact with what's it called? What he's doing? Drown Shrines too. Opponent has 61 cards in their main deck. They're definitely playing my configuration of my other Winter Moon deck, or my other Dreaming Fox deck. This hand is not good in that matchup, so we're going to replace it. Also just can't play its cards, so this is fine. We'll have ourselves a Relentless Corruption off here, most likely. That's a good draw. Just want to draw a shard at some point. If they pay attention to my list, they know at this point that it's not the mirror. Mouth breathing savage. Exactly. Yep. Alright, I need a shard. Please, Kismet, please. Please, any shard that makes a temporary resource. Please, no, Kismet. Why are you so cruel to me? You prophesized onto extinction. You didn't give me my 3rd shard in 3 turns. Just savage. Savage AF. This is probably a Vampire King. Just can't win. Just could never win the game. Shard, please, please. Again, you're just going to lose games like this in TCG sometimes. We kept 2 shards on the draw. I think our 6 was super reasonable. We were happy to draw this on 1, and then it just all went to poop. He took my shard, probably. We flew too close to the sun. We relentless corrupted too many times. Okay, come on, come on. Blood shard, blood shard, blood shard. Next 2 draws. Alright, we'll concede now. If we hit a blood shard that turn, I wouldn't concede, and we could possibly extinction, but we're definitely too far behind at that point. Extinctions are not good. Zenthal's Inquisitors, great. What do we want? Princess is probably fine for applying pressure. Chaos Keys, probably not good. Transmogrifade might be okay. A copy extinction does kill Master Boss. Yeah, I think I just want extinctions out and VPs in. A random kill and a random Transmogrifade might be okay, but... nah. Perfectly reasonable keep. Gonna die on turn 6 with 2 shards in our hand. I think this is definitely worse than the deck that my opponent's playing right now, but it does more explosive things, which is fun, and we're trying to have some fun. Inquisitor has minus power, so it can kill Vampire Kings. Actually, so we're gonna jam Lanopause Sight next turn. Get our draws in here ASAP. Peace, Immortals. Thanks for hanging out. No, he drew my Lanopause Sight. Alright, we still get to draw a card this turn. That's good. Alright, he drew an action that drew a card. Hopefully it's not one of our own Relentless Corruptions. I'm going to go ahead and play Vampire Princess out here. No, stop. I want Arcane Focus. I almost missed it. When you play this, draw a card? Yep. Okay, so we got 2 of our 3 draws from our site. That's good. If he has Extinction here, he's going to cast it. Reap, also good to play. Let's play this to draw a card. Still can't scheme, unfortunately. So he hit our Relentless Corruption. That's really good. That would have been a great draw. And then he probably hit the card that Thunderfield Elder prophesized. Everything's gone wrong. I mentioned yesterday someone was asking about how to play the mirror match, and like this is a pseudo mirror, and I said that I don't feel like a mirror is particularly skill intensive, and this is, you know, it's just, and I don't think my opponent's made any mistakes, but I think it's pretty swingy on who hits the corruptions and how well they line up and stuff like that. Block here. He's going to cast Extinction, I assume. Maybe I should have held up Time Ripple here. Just got to draw my other action that copies now. Is that my Vampire Princess? We'll never know. It's probably my Vampire Princess because I feel like he wouldn't board that in this matchup. Alright, I need to focus a whole bunch. To focus 3 times thanks to our Thunderfield Elders. So my opponent's resolved 3 corruptions, I resolved none. He's a rebel, he does what he wants.
Where's your brother?
Sleeping.
You run fast. You're cold. His legs are freezing, baby.
I guess we're going to take this other Arcane Focus because it's going to be free.
Baby, feel his toes.
Are you a chilly toddler? Now he wants my stuff.
Wants my stuff. You have nice stuff, Dad. Of course I want it.
Say, my brother was on stream today. Why can't I be on stream? Alright, so we'll go ahead and play this.
Happy Boy's doing the thingies.
We got some Jake camera time today. We can get some D camera time. Who's a good Porky Pig?
D, look. It's you. It's you.
That's D! Yeah, you pointing at D? Is that you? Yeah, you happy there's a fat boy on the TV? Yeah. Make his vampire princess worse. Crunch with my dorks. There's the extinction. Then Thos Inquisitor comes back to our hand. Don't play another Relentless Corruption, please. Our Starcaller Ancient. Yep. That seems good.
I love you. You got your papa? Who's this baby? Who's that baby?
So let's copy this Relentless Corruption. We'll activate this and hopefully draw that Relentless Corruption. Seriously? God, we've hit the wrong side of variance way too many times this matchup. The spider. So every time this comes into play, it gives a troop minus power equal to its power, so it gets something minus 3 power. And then every time it dies, it comes back to our hand and gets +2 cost. Alright, okay, so we're still doing okay. If we hit our Relentless Corruption this turn, it's going to be great. Because it'll copy from this, and then we'll get to Ziggy it and make it cheaper. Yep, skip. Come on, please. Yay! And this one draws a card? Sweet. So this one costs 3. The next one will cost 2. Excellent. So let's play this out. I'm going to go ahead and play this and draw some more cards off of his deck. Hopefully we hit his action that copies. Seriously? Wasn't in the top 3 cards of his deck? Are you kidding me? Watch him draw a card and it doubles next turn. I might flip something over. I might flip a table. Alright, I'm just gonna bounce this, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce this so he doesn't so if he hits it, it doesn't double. That's so just ugh. Boy. Nothing like flooding off of their deck and yours at the same time. Oh, you want that? See, you didn't want to come in here and see your father. You wanted to come in here and grab all the stuff on your father's desk. See, I know what I like to do, Dad. Well, at least the card he got the copies isn't good. Need to play Vampire King probably here. Next turn we'll go Shard, Lanipaw's Sight, Zenthos Inquisitor. This is going to come into play. It's going to give this dork minus power. And I'm sure we're going to get Relentless Corruption. He's going to take away our Lanipaw's Sight next turn. Maybe we're supposed to board Sight out in the mirror. Maybe that's true. Someone else mentioned that. Maybe that's just correct. Maybe we're really lucky and he doesn't have Corruption. Nope, of course not. This draws, what, 4 cards? Yeah, so he's going to get to draw all of our cards from that Sight. Yeah, I'm thinking Sight should come out in the mirror. It doesn't help that our opponent, like, we hit the wrong half of variance on almost everything we've played this game, but we could have boarded in a way to make it less bad. Any... Well, our opponent's going off with our deck. We're just going to go ahead and pack it in. I just ran a commercial, so I'm going to wait a second to talk about this hand. It's close. You a little cutie? Playing with all the stuff on Dad's desk? No, you're not grabbing the mouse. That's how we control the computer. You're not controlling the computer. You're not big enough. Say, Dad, I'm big enough. I do what I want. I know you do what you want. I'm gonna mulligan this. This is a keep, I think. I'm gonna lead on this, I think. Shard like a professional? Alrighty. Now we're gonna have to probably choose between the shard and the prophesized action. We did not. Sweet. Oh no! Dang it! This stupid cheap webcam. This is probably a bad attack. No, oh, no brown fox scout. Sweet. This must be Havoc's build again. I left my nice webcam at Matt's house when we were recording Live Magic, and I have this crappy one that doesn't stay on top of my monitor very well. Apologies. If he has counter magic for this, that'll be real bad. He doesn't. Sweet. Play this out for our second blood. We've had a lot of sequencing decisions for being so shard short this game. If he had a counter magic, he should have used it on the arcane focus because he would have stopped. He basically would have 2-for-1'd me. Eldritch Dreamer. This hits me, it draws a card. This is Havoc's build. Yep. If we draw a shard, I'm gonna cast this, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna ship for 2 and then cash in this extinction. I don't want him to draw a card. Each of these drew a card, so they basically replace themselves. So this is technically a 1-for-1. It takes our power off the table, but we don't have a ton of power. He doesn't want to sit in my lap anymore. Do I go Ziggy Corruption? I think I want to go Starcaller Thunderfield Elder. Wow, he has counter magic and decided not to counter my thing that could stop me from hitting my third shard. I guess he didn't know I was going to miss with that. Sure. Got us a little scrapyard dynamo here. So we get to go Ziggy into corruption here, which is not the worst. Would not be surprised to get another counter magic here. Let him know that we drew a shard off his deck. Take a wild in case we steal a Ruinary Hierophant later. Should have attacked before doing stuff. It's probably a block either way. Free attack, free block. It's a Reese most likely. We get to go shard, draw 2 cards next turn, which is nice. Alright, we get to scheme, which is very nice. And we're going to select a Relentless Corruption. Go ahead and Oracle Song here. And then we get to Relentless Corruption U. Can I just stop flooding on 2 decks at once? That's all I want to do, D. Can we pick one deck to draw spells from? Can we just draw non-shards from one deck? Is that allowed? Is that a legal play? Hopefully both of these hit Relentless Corruptions. It'll be hot. Statistically speaking, they should hit Relentless Corruptions. I guess I should have played this out because I didn't need the resource this turn. Yeah, that's definitely correct. This Reese could very easily bury us. It actually wouldn't even be the worst if both of these hit an Extinction, because then we'd be more likely for the Extinction to resolve on this Reese next turn. It would just be nice if we could just, like, not flood on both decks, you know, not every match. He gets to make this flying, so we're under the gun to draw Extinction, like, right now. If he has Mastery of Time, we're probably just dead. Alright, there's the droid we're looking for. So this draws us, we're going to draw a bunch of cards from his deck and a bunch of cards from our deck. We're going off, as the kids say. Oh, look at how little all these cards cost. I'm probably supposed to hold that one. I mean, this doesn't count as drawing cards for Tome Seeker. I feel like I want to do this just in case he's got counter magics in his deck. I also want to just get it back into my deck, too. Alright. Come here. Come here. Stop it. Stop it. I'm getting evicted. Right on board the computer. Sorry. That's how this works. That's why there's a gate. Did we hit a mastery in there? We did, didn't we? Okay. And we get to go tunnel this and mastery. Attack with these dorks. Oh, he had that dork? Sure. I don't have time for all these Mirror Knights. I probably need this Oracle song. I don't think I have time for this. I can discard one more card here. I need the Transmog to deal with his Reese. Zenthos Inquisitor. That's not bad. I think I'm going to song myself to start the turn. And then we can Relentless Corruption him. How many cards is this drawing? Just casual 6. Maybe get another Mastery of Time. Play this. Play Sight of the Sun. Transmog during my opponent's ready step. We're not just dead on board, but we're getting there. I think I'm not winning this game with Rainier Hierophants. Probably don't need Eldritch Dreamer either. Alright, so his Reese comes in like we were suspecting. We're going to go ahead and transmog this before he draws a card for the turn. Turn it into a 0/7. Excellent. Good stuff. Dead to Mastery of Time. Which there should be 2 of left in his deck. He's played 1, we've played 1. Yeah, Sight of the Sun would have been nuts next turn. Unfortunately, he had a transmog. So we're taking 6 here. I guess he might attack with this too. If he attacks with this too, yeah, this is... Oh, this got reverted. So with the blocks, I'm going to go boop, boop. We got to go off this game. This game was sweet. The 2 Ziggies have been great. I definitely think it's a 2 of and not a 4 of though. So let's go Mirror Knight into Stormcloud, and then we'll gain a charge, and then we'll sack this to draw 2 cards and put a thing into play. He might be thinking about transmogging one of these in response. Ooh, counter magic. Huh. That's really bad for us. Man, that sucks. Really? There were counter magics in your deck and I didn't get to draw any of them? Guess he's probably got like 2 or 3. That's really sucks. So he can jump something. So I'm going to play Zenthos Inquisitor here and give his Rhino -3 power. We have to draw a live one next turn, I suppose. Counter Magic was kind of a bad beat. The deck plays 4. I mean, he's not playing Havoc's build. Like, he's got a lot of things in his deck that aren't in Havoc's build, so I don't think we should assume anything. We're dead next turn. We've got a bunch of Extinctions in our deck still. No second and third Counter Magic one time. And we get to draw infinite cards now. It's okay. We're fine. Reese is coming in next turn. It's cool. If we hit, if there's a Relentless Corruption on top of our deck, we'll deck our opponent. Alright, so we're dead to any troop unless we hit some action here. Because this gives this flying. Relentless Corruption, one-time dealer? Oh, you know what? We're dead to a shard, too. So what, we need him to have, like, exactly counter magic? Because a shard gives him a charge for this, and then it lets him trigger and do this. Yep. Maybe Reese makes a flying bot. Flying robot would be awesome. Well, we'd win this game by a ton if we weren't dead this turn. So many cards to kill him there. So many cards. And most of his cards killed us there, so I guess that's fair. You know. It's not like we drew mono shards off 2 different players' decks at several points. That would be frustrating if that's what had happened. I think we're just bringing in the dinglers. Yeah. Do we keep in Ripple? Yeah, I think it's fine. Is it worse than Transmog and Kill? Maybe it's worse than Transmog and Kill. Sure, I'd buy that. You're not wrong. That definitely would have been a Finger Pistols type moment. It's fine. Sometimes you flood on 2 players' decks, you know? We schemed for Relentless Corruption. So when I said we killed him with Relentless Corruption on top of our deck, there were 8 of them in our deck that we could have hit. Yeah, we schemed for shards. Exactly. God bless America. Hand's so good. That hand was so good if it had a Sapphire Shard in it. Got 2 extinctions in the opener. Sign me up. Yeah, I feel like Spell Shield is the one aspect where they didn't learn from Magic's mistakes. Like, a lot of Hex, the card design feels like they learned from mistakes that Magic made, and the Spell Shield is definitely not like Hexproof is one of the worst mechanics in Magic, and they just copied it exactly. Actually, Eternal handles Spell Shield in such a beautiful way. Anyone that's played Eternal, I feel like I could talk about this now because LSV streamed it and explained it. The way Aegeus works in Eternal is fantastic. It counters the first time you target it, and then it's gone. So you just have to target something twice, basically. It's fantastic. Counter magic, my scheme. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, it's a one-time cure, basically. It's fantastic. It's great. Like, it's a powerful ability that you can put on cards, but it's still not busted. And actually, it's a little bit more powerful than being like Cure's effect, because it also saves. Yes, I was just about to say it also counts for sweepers. So like if you like play a Wrath of God, it those get destroyed. These draw a card, exhausted troop, draw a card. That's annoying. I'm just going to go ahead and extinction his board here. It's technically a 1-for-1 because this other Stormcloud drew him a card. Yeah, splashy. I wouldn't normally be that aggressive with it, but I have a second one in my hand, so I think that's fine. If you go Shard Rabbit, I'm cashing in the second extinction most likely. Counter magic on this is going to suck because we have this other one in our hand. Yeah. I'm going to take this extinction for now because we're probably going to flood out anyway, so let's not take another shard. I would like to draw more shards, but eh. There's a Reese. Shard. I'm going to lead on this. I feel like if he has counter magic, he has to counter magic this. So every time he draws a card, this gets 1/1 larger, and then he can shift that ability onto something else. And the next turn, we're going to go Sight into Ancient. This Transmog deals with this cleanly. It puts it back to its base form. Hopefully we hit a Shard next turn, because that means this action will still be in our deck to get doubled with Starcaller Ancient. And then we can go Shard, Sight, Ancient, Transmog this dork. And then we've got 2 extinctions to clean up this and whatever this turns into. Eldritch Dreamer. Okay, maybe I'm just cashing Extinction in next turn. It's a tough call. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Extinction and then Starcaller Ancient. I mean, this deck's based around trying to abuse Relentless Corruption, which does steal things from your opponents. That's one of the ways we win, yeah. Alright, having another Extinction is good. We'll see. Hopefully we draw the Thunderfield action this turn. We did not. Okay, so he doesn't have interaction in his hand, which is great for us to know. So we get to go ahead and grab another Sapphire Threshold with this, and then we'll activate this and draw some cards that get doubled up here. Well, at least we have 2 actions that draw cards when we... I don't want to trade this for his Runeer. He might not have taken that trade, but I really didn't want to offer it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is fantabulous right there. That is it's so delicious. Let's see what we get. More corruption. See, we can even lose now, and I'll lose happy. It's fine. It's fine. We did our stuff. Our deck did what we wanted it to do. All right, so let's discard. We don't need this. Let's keep the shard that draws a card. Keep the Sapphire Shard. Probably... I don't need Eldritch Dreamer. That's fine. I'm gonna double block Reese here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Hopefully he doesn't have counter magic here. I was really hoping to take one of his counter magics with Relentless Corruption. Wow, that worked. Okay, was not expecting that to work. I think I'm just playing this first. You play this copy hit. Jeez, we just can't empty all of our cards. The bottleneck this game is definitely going to be our resources. Alright. Alright, we drew a Dingler. We're going to draw like 7 cards off his deck this turn. Oh, good. Mastery of Time. Good. Alright, we're just going to discard all of our shards except for 1, because at this point we're drawing enough cards off his deck and our deck that I feel like that's going to be a thing. Verdict sounds good to keep. Oracle Song I probably don't need at this point. Let's start with Focus, so that way if I hit Ziggy... Relentless Corruption, sure. Resolve Ziggy, looking for Ziggy. Scheme. I'll take a sight, I guess. Play a shard. This copies itself, that's good. Draw from your deck. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm actually going to wait to play this out because I want to be able to gain life with that. Played a shard this turn, so we'll discard this, and this. I want to be able to play this with Verdict up, so that way we can protect it, because gaining life with this is gonna... I never steal counter magic. You're not wrong. We stole a Verdict of the Ancient Kings at least, which is nice. Seriously? At least we're only taking 4 and we're not dying. We get to Dingler him then. Was that the one that copies? Yeah, it's the one that copies and draws cards? Excellent. Double Dingler you. Oh, I'm super excited to use this card. This card with these Relentless Corruptions, we're going to cast a lot of stuff. Actually, we might just deck him with these, right? This is going to do 6, 7, 8. That's 13. We're going to draw 21 cards off of his deck next turn. Glad we didn't block. No reason to get blown out by that. Something like that. Perfect. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Ziggy. We're not really looking for anything, I guess. He's basically dead. Resolve. Draw 6 cards from my opponent's deck. Resolve. Draw 7 cards from my opponent's deck. Oh no, he conceded! Come back, opponent! Come back! Are you streaming tonight, Penta? I forget when you stream. I don't know I don't know offhand when you stream, I guess I should say. Some amount of Vampire Princess might be okay, thinking about it. I also don't really want to cut anything, I don't think. It's probably fine. How long till you start? I'm trying to figure out when I want to end. Is it a while till you start? Yeah, Sand seems great, right? You get to go Ziggy into Starcaller into sight. God, no plays is so good for us. I do think this is worse than my normal Blood Sapphire control, but it's kind of a gas to play. It's kind of a gas to play. That doesn't cast. We get to Relentless Corruption now. I mean, by that I mean Line of Sight, because we want to make this, make sure this resolves, especially with the Starcaller Ancient Note. I don't want to offer this trade. Maybe I'm supposed to offer this trade. Maybe he takes it now that... Do we offer this trade? I've got 12 minutes. What do you think? Oh, I'm kind of torn. My opponent's deck is full of our win conditions. Do I ship here? Yeah, I don't think I want to offer it. I feel like I want to make him spend a turn using a removal on this. I feel like he might after I play the Line of Sight. Yeah, I think he's supposed to block there. And this makes him have the Transmog. If he doesn't have the Transmog, he blocks for sure. gonna do this now. Get counter magicked. It's possible I'm supposed to walk the Relentless Corruption into this. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to walk the Relentless Corruption into that. Maybe that was bad sequencing. I don't know. This is gonna kill us pretty fast. There's also a very real chance that my opponent just has like multiple pieces of counter magic in their hand. I'm gonna use this as a gain 1. Alright, well let's put the multiple pieces of counter magic to the test. Good beats opponent. My extinctions now cost 4 again. And I'm not sure how we're ever supposed to beat this. The normal deck has the normal blood sapphire deck has what's it called? Inquisition in it to help break up these multiple counter magic hands. Alright, let's see if we can rip another one, I guess. Can you take him?
Thank you, Mama.
Well, that would be sweet. This turn.
Hi, you're
Yep.
freezing. Let's go upstairs.
And again, that game just shows like how silly the Spell Shield gem is. Like it's really poor design. It's not great. And it's not even just like Runear's fault. Like it's just the Spell Shield gem. I mean, the gems are going to rotate with the next set. Sure, that particular game I didn't actually happen to have any cards in my hand that did it, but, you know, even if I did, I wouldn't have had the option of being able to interact with his card. Like, I had arguably the actual best I could have had. I had double sweeper against his 3-drop monster, and just got super punished. Let's play Ziggy, and then we will Arcane Focus on 2, and probably play this for blood unless we hit another 1-drop. Hey, look at that. Next one's free. I think I'll take Starcaller Ancient because it's the more powerful of the 2 cards. I think I'm taking another focus. I'm looking for a prophecy card at this point. Storm is 3. I mean, he had the Transmog in his hand, so he just would have taken 2 damage. The 2 damage wouldn't have mattered. Okay, so here's how you look at trading or not offering the trade. So here's how you look at trading or not offering the trade. If he took the trade there, we'd be behind, so we wouldn't be getting our doubled cards. And if he doesn't take the trade there, that means he has removal and we're not getting our doubled cards. And if we would have just drawn our double card, we would have doubled an extinction and would have been able to kill his dork. So, just, you know, for references. I'm going to cast this first and then play Starcaller Ancient next turn. I think you're not supposed to offer the trade, because I think my card's more important than his. The only upside to offering the trade is 2 points of damage if he has a removal spell in his hand. And if he doesn't have the removal spell in his hand, he got what he wanted. Man, that's good. So we get to do this. We get to play this shard and then play this 2-cost landing pod site that draws a card. And that doubled that up. Excellent. Now you burn my dork. That's fine. It already doubled something up. Opponent's playing a bit of a mono Ruby Brew, it looks like. Main deck Emberspire Witch is a good response to how hostile the format's gotten for these aggressive decks. So, wouldn't mind an Extinction this turn. Shard that draws 2 cards. I think I'm going to Thunderfield Elder first. Into Starcaller Ancient. Alright, sweet. Play the Starcaller Ancient. Hypno-Scientist. Make something not block's pretty good here. Yeah, like I said, I think Eternal really hit it on the head with how their Spell Shield or Hexproof really works. Like one-shot Spell Shield is great. It makes for powerful cards, but that still offer dynamic and interesting gameplay. I disagree with you. Please stop talking about it. I said why I disagree with you, and I think you're wrong. You're welcome to not believe me and believe you are correct, but I'd like for you to stop posting about it in chat. Ugh. So now, like, we need an Extinction. I guess we have, like, blockers here for next turn, but we're still not in a good spot. This one draws a card at least. We'll start on that, see what we find. Still haven't found the one that this prophesized. Gross. If he has more removal, we're mostly dead here. This is 10 power on board. Alright, not dead this turn, but basically dead. Oh, we are actually just dead, right? Because he has Scorch in his hand he hasn't played yet. Yep. Alright, so we want all of our interaction here. Probably the transmogs as well. Scheme is not good. Time Ripple might be okay. I think Inquisitor's good. Extinction might be... I think I just want the instant speed interaction in all honesty. Thunderfield, Elder is probably fine. Time Ripple might be a little slow. Although it is more just straight interaction. Stop drawing so many shards. I mean, that's part of it. The other thing is just like this deck, like I said, is kind of a worse version of the Blood Sapphire control deck. And the matches where you need more interaction are just like bad matchups now. Let's do that. It's fun though. We got to, you know, Relentless Corruption several people out, which is a good time. Yeah, Sand seems great. It's just going to never find a third shard, and we'll die on turn 5 with 2 resources, but I think it's a fine keep. Play this, get a Blood Shard, play Starcaller Ancient on 2, hopefully land a Boss Light on 3. Working well into our way towards just drawing mono 3 drops and never another shard. Main deck witch, pretty good. Wow, who am I? I don't even know. I don't even know who I am anymore. Peace, Mr. Vernus. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you back again. I'm going to draw here like... Ooh, Ziggy. That's not very good yet. So that's the only card that can't draw a card out of the things we prophesize. So I think I'm just going to jam another sight here. Opponent's missing a 3rd shard, so we got that going for us. We got 6 draws in the bank right now. There aren't any extinctions to get clunked up on, so... we should be able to play whatever we draw that has draw 2 on it next turn, unless it's exactly the 2nd Ziggy. Blood Shard, draw 2. Vampire Kiss would be amazing here. I think I'm going to do Focus first here. Kiss. Okey-doke. Play this and see what we get. Well, that was a big old box of poop soup. Think I'm getting rid of the transmog at this point. Probably the Ziggy. I don't think I have time to just take a resource off and cast the Zig. We already worked through some focuses and some sites, so it's not going to really reduce the cost of things in our hand at this point in the game. Maybe we're really lucky and this prophesies onto a Kiss, so we can double it up. Kill my dork. Yep. We take 5 here. Woo! And this has the Kiss reducing. Yep. So let's go Princess into activate. So if the Princess is in your opening hand, she can make your kisses free. So the original one's going to target this, and then the copy is going to target this, and I think we gain life from both of these. Because this dies, so we can gain life while that's dead. Nope, that's not true. Alright, so let's go ahead and play Thunderfield Seer out here. And then play a shard and play Arcane Focus. Maybe we've stabilized. Alright, the illusion of choice. Scorch plus burn. Alright. It's technically only a 1-for-1 because the Scorch was a card that he didn't have to put into his deck. And you play this draw card. Alright, well, let's start with that. See what we hit. Shard from each, sure. Good beats. Alright, we're at 15 though, which is good. We've got 3 Vampire Kisses in our deck still, because we got the full 4 in the reserves. Burn to the ground, sure. Let's lead on focus, see what we get. Transmog's better than another shard. Relentless Corruption that draws a card. Sign me up. Let's play Landing Pause Sight. Let's play a shard. Draw 2 cards from his deck and 1 card from ours. And kill that draws a card. Burning Tendrils, shard. I guess drawing shards from him isn't too bad because he is short on shards. That gives us something to kill. Probably going to Scorch our 1/1 here. He might save it if there's Phoenixes in his deck, though, which there very well could be. He might play Phoenix. I'm not sure. Hey, Ossuary. Kill this Stork in the most literal sense. Let's draw 3 cards from his deck. There are Drown Trides in there. Look at that. Alright, we might board differently for the next game. Let's just discard that one right there. My opponent said shards are for noobs in chat. Little does he know, we are the noob that has drawn all of his shards. Play that out, and step discard a shard. I want to discard the ruby shards to let him know that we've been taking his shards. What is dead may never die. There's definitely a world where we lose this game. If his hand is good right now, we could lose this game very easily. With all of our wonderful resources. Our next relentless corruption is drawing 4 cards, though. Oh, 4th shard unlocked. Burning Tendrils the Stork. We don't get the extra damage, but that's fine. I don't want to take 2 from it. We are going to get to activate our champion power in 4 turns if we get a 4th turn. Alright, we still haven't drawn this prophecy, so that's nice. Goes to 6. Dead on board. Zervi says. Oh. Is that actually better for him? I guess he has to block with it, right? Which is good for us. Ooh, piece of candy. He should concede in response to this and not let me see all of his deck. Man, we found all of his shards. Casual draw 4, 5, 6, 7 cards off your deck, so that's 9, 15, just draw 22 cards. Oh, this deck's great. Hex is great. This deck's wonderful. So, I'm going to cut... I think I'm going to cut a landing pause site, actually. Bring in at least 1 ripple. That way we're less bad. I'm going to cut the Thunderfield Seers, actually. Although I guess they can block. Leave 2 in. Leave 2 and 3. Yeah, seems fine. Anytime you... It's like when you Thunderfield Elder or Ragefire and then Starcaller Ancient Ditch, you just get like 4 Ragefires for the dome. How much does this deck cost dollar-wise? Extinctions are like 13, so that's a pretty good chunk right there. I'm actually not sure how much RCs are. It's not good, babe. I mean, there aren't any Vampire Kings in here. So, like, as far as, like, Blood Sapphire decks go, it's fairly cheap. Jags, we can kiss this at least. I think we just have to kiss that right away. We just don't want that running amok. And there are Phoenixes in his deck, so... We drew one of those last game. Oh yeah, Starcaller Ancients aren't cheap either. That's true. They're... Yeah, this deck's probably in the 200 range. I'm going to play this in the hopes that it helps us find some interaction for these. I'm sure he's just going to Drown Tyrannus next turn, and we'll just, like, weep silently while we pick up our cards that say draw cards on them. But playing this out isn't going to be able to block this this guy because he makes something not block until end of turn. Yeah, whenever I talk about the price of Tarask here is going to be terrifying. It's like 13 sweet, doesn't have it. Excellent. Just pass the turn. Just pass the turn, I believe in you. Ooh, that's pretty good. Wishing I had Extinctions in my deck right now. Wishing I had non-shards in my deck right now. I'm gonna go Shard, Empower Burning Tendrils this, crack us for 10, 14 altogether. And just Crackling Bolt. Okay. Next turn, this can't block, and then we're dead. Alright, well, if he has Stone Nothing in his hand, we are not dead. My money's on him not having Stone Nothing, though. Oh, I should have played that first. Not that it would have mattered. Oh, this would draw 1 card. This would draw 6 cards for 3. So he makes one of my guys not be able to block, and then if he has a removal spell for the other, we are dead. Yep. So I'm assuming we're dead here. Wastelands are like $100. Wastelands might be cheaper. Those finally got reprinted in Eternal Masters. Game's opponent. Alright, folks, I am done nuking my ladder ranking for the day. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. My normal Thursday stream is not going to be happening this week. I have family coming to town, so it's not going to happen. That's why I had a stream yesterday. I will be on tomorrow night streaming live Paper Magic. If you're one of the dual game players in the audience, we're doing our live Paper Magic stream every Wednesday evening. If you're going to be at the Open in Columbus this weekend, speaking of Magic players, I will see you there. If you're a Hex player, I will be back on a week from today, next Tuesday afternoon, noon Central Standard Time. All right. I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. If you missed any of today's stream, I will be uploading it to YouTube shortly.